Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel here at the Red Brick House. Today I am bringing you another Whip and Chat video. If you're not familiar with what that means, WIP stands for Work in Progress. And so I'm going to be working on this mini gym kit from Forever Young, and it is called Banana Cottage. And I could not wait. I do have an unboxing video on these kits, so if you want more information, go check out that video. But I could not wait. I went ahead and kitted up these little fruit cottages as soon as I was done making that video, and I had to start working on it right away because it was just so cute and I couldn't wait to start it. So hopefully I can finish this up today with you guys here on camera. So I'm going to set up my drills so that I have everything ready to go and I don't waste time here in this video, and we'll get started finishing up this banana cottage. Okay, now I am all set up. I'm gonna show you what I'm using today. So I have this wax pencil here. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It is the Studio Delight company, and it is just a wax, kind of like a crayon really. And I thought it was interesting. I want to try it out. I haven't seen anybody use it before, so I'm really interested in how this works, and I don't know if I'll like it or not. So what you do is you sharpen it with just a handheld sharpener, and that's what I've done here. When I first did it, I got it a little bit too pointy. And so I've kind of just like pinched off with my fingernail. I just kind of like pinched off the tip of it so that it is a little bit more the size of a drill, you know, would be. And so I'm going to use that for a little bit, and then I'm also trying out this cute little pen. They have all different colors, also by Studio Delight. I don't have a pink pen like this, and I just thought it was so pretty. I'm sure if you are not new to diamond painting, you've probably seen these, you know, before. I think there's a couple of other companies that make this this kind of pen, but this specific one is from Studio Delight. And because I like to single place, I won't be using this large placer here. I'm just going to be single placing, and in this single placer I am trying out the Forever Young wax that came with this kit because I want to try it and see how it works. And so it came with 4 pads of wax that were kind of like stuck together like that. And so I had this round container of my Make Market wax, which that's the Make Market wax. That's all I have left from that Roses kit. And I just kind of like shoved the square in here, and then I'm just going to use it. Right now I have the Make Market in there. So let's try out their wax that comes with this kit. Okay, then we'll see how we like that. Okay, so that is, I think, all I need to show you. So I think we can get started. And so I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Oh, sorry for my hand. So you can kind of see the drill field. Let me give you an overview. What I've done so far. I'm not having a lot of gapping. You can see a few gaps in there. That could just be my placing. I'm not having any trouble with them being too tight. I mean, there are quite a few little gaps in there, but I don't really feel like it's overly gappy, if that makes sense. I mean, it could be a little bit tighter, but I don't know. It could just be me in the way that I place the drills. I don't know. I always try my best to place them accurately, but you know, squares are fussy. It is a fussy thing to do a square kit. So anyway, this is what I have done so far. I got the background done, some of the flowers, and we're going to be working on this staircase first. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to finish one of these. I think it's so stinking cute. I love it. I'm not having any, I don't really have any complaints about this. The drills have been great. Yeah, I don't really have any complaints. The glue's been fine. Oh, let me tell you one thing, I guess, that I could complain about. But I just think it's a thing with a lot of companies. And that is, when I kitted this up, right after I made my unboxing video, I went and I immediately kit up these fruit cottages, and they were so insanely staticky. I can't even tell you. Like, it's probably been the worst static kit that I have ever done. Okay, this wax pencil is, it's kind of, I like it, but if you're struggling to get your drills in, like, I like to, I'm probably completely squirreling here. And it's hard for me to see. I don't want to stick my head in the camera. But it's hard to see what I'm doing. Okay, I should have maybe got my light board out. That might have helped. But it is attached to my J-Wall kit right now, and I don't want to mess that up. Anyway, it's kind of hard to use this pencil if you like to checkerboard and then fill them in. If you're just checkerboarding, it's okay. But it's a little bit hard to use this pencil. Let's see. Try to get a little closer so I can kind of see better what I'm doing, because what happens is that you have to be a really light placer if you're using something like this, because if you place too heavy and you push down too hard when you put your drill down, this will just slide off your drill and sometimes land in the glue, and then it kind of messes up the end of your like little pencil there. It kind of messes that up. So I don't know. I like it, but I find myself going back to like just a regular pen after I've been using it for a little while. I did watch someone, and it was a while ago, and I cannot remember the YouTuber who it was I was watching, but she had purchased something similar to that off of an Etsy shop. Once again, I'm not really sure. Tried to find it, but I could not find that video in my history on YouTube. But anyway, she said that I think she called them crayon sticks. I can't remember, but she had said that they were good for picking up AB drills. So I'm going to try that. Whenever I have a kit with AB drills, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that little pencil again. So anyway, so how have all of you been now that I've kind of gotten this out of the way? I know what I was talking about. I was talking about the static. Okay, so I started kitting up this kit, all these minis, and it was so insanely staticky. I could not even get the drills out of the bag. So if that ever happens to you, what I like to do is I like to take scent beads that you use in your laundry, and I dump some of them in the baggie, and then I leave the bag open and just kind of prop them up or lay them to the side, and I just let them sit for a while. And so that's what I did. So I went through every bag and put the scent beads in there and everything. And then I let them sit while I put all the stickers, like these little stickers here. So I put all my stickers on and everything. And then by the time I went back to the first one that I had started with, it was better. It wasn't great. It was still a little difficult. It took me a long time. I'm glad I didn't do it on camera, because I would have been really frustrated, because I would have been like, this is taking all day. It took quite a while. And this one, the fruit cottage one, had 52 colors. And so, yeah, it was quite a lot of colors. It wasn't just like 20 and 25. It was quite a lot to kit up to start with. And a lot of them had like, very, very few drills, like for the container. Like if you can see this container here, like it didn't come with very many of that color, but there's a lot of colors. So anyway, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever kitted up with static before. It was quite challenging, but I got it done. I think the other kit that I bought was a flower bouquets. And so it's like 8 different little mini canvases with bouquets of flowers. And that one has 82 colors. That's a lot of colors. So I think with that one, because I mean, I have storage for that, but I feel like it might be better if I just pick out the colors that I need for that specific kit, whichever bouquet that I start with. I'll just kit up those colors and maybe not necessarily kit up everything at the same time. And so I think that might be a better plan with these mini kits. I don't know. But you can see here, I've got like 3 scent beads in this tray. Because it's so necessary. It's so necessary. So anyway, I hope all of you are having a fantastic springtime. We've been having an early spring here in Texas. I think everybody across the U.S. anyway is. I don't know about other places, but we did have a cold spell, and now it's been like really nice the last couple of days. But we had such Okay, I just realized that my camera is shut off. So I don't know where I was in my story of putting our pool up, but we've had a hard time. We've had a hard time getting our pool up, and as soon as we finally got it all cleaned out and everything, then the hoses or something was leaking. And so then we had that problem. And so we ordered a new hose, and we had to wait because nobody in town has any hoses for these things. So you have to order them off of Amazon, and that takes, Amazon's pretty fast, but this particular one, it wasn't Prime shipping, so it took 2 or 3 days to get the new hose. And so then we go and we change out the hose, we get it all, everything hooked back up again, and guess what? It was still leaking. It's still leaking. It's so frustrating. And so we switched some hoses around because we thought maybe that was a problem. But no, it was still leaking after that. So then we ordered a new, like a valve. I don't know what it's called. It's called something. It's a valve. And so we ordered just a new one of those. And we're still waiting for that to come in the mail or shipped by Amazon. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. So tomorrow, hopefully, we can get that leak fixed so that we can run our filter. We have yet to be able to run the filter because it just keeps sucking in air, and you can't have that. And so we did put chlorine in it because now we have this water standing in there with, not being able to filter it, and that's not good. And so we put chlorine in there, and then it rained, and then we put more chlorine in there because you always have to put chlorine in when it rains. And so, anyway, it's been a struggle. Oh my gosh. That pool, I tell you, last year I spent more time cleaning that pool than I did enjoying it. And I vowed to never buy another one of those again because it is so much work. You don't realize how much work these pools are. Now, when you have larger pools, they're a little bit easier because you have more water, and the more volume of water you have, it's a little bit easier to keep the water in balance, But man, I did not know before we got a pool. I did not know what a science experiment it is because it's such a balance that you have to keep your water, nice and everything. So, but anyway, hopefully we can enjoy it soon, and hopefully the temperatures will go back up. I mean, they're going to. We know they're going to, right? This is Texas. The temperatures are going to go back up very soon. This is probably our last cool, nice, pleasant week that we're probably going to have until November. So, trying to enjoy it because we can't really use I guess we could use the pool if it was warm enough outside. We could, technically. But anyway, that's been our saga with that. That's what we've been kind of working on around our house, aside from, doing all the other things with gardening and mowing and all those things. But anyway, something else that's happened is that a few weeks ago, well, it's probably been longer than that, but I haven't done a whip and chat in a while. So a a few weeks ago, I saw this cat in our yard, and I don't know if she belongs to somebody or not. She's very skittish, like she runs away when you go outside or open the door or anything. She just runs off, and so I've tried to, coax her and talk to her and stuff, and she just keeps running off. But the problem is that I love cats. I absolutely love cats, and but I also like to feed the birds in my yard, and I like to have, I like to give the birds a cozy place to have their meal and to raise their babies, and the squirrels too. I love watching the squirrels, and so I feed the birds and squirrels regularly in my backyard. And all of a sudden, I was just seeing piles of feathers in my yard. Over a course of a week, this little cat, she got at least 4 birds, maybe 5, and 2 of them were cardinals. So I was really, really sad about that. I was like, no. I was like, okay. And when I saw her again, I realized that she looked like she was pregnant. And I know pregnant cats, they have to eat more. They have, more of an appetite. So that's what she was doing. So at that point, I was like, I don't think she belongs to anybody, or else she would be, for one, she'd be a little bit more comfortable around humans, and she probably wouldn't be killing so many birds, So I was like, okay, I'm going to feed her, which I don't like to do with stray animals, but I had to do something because she's killing all my cardinals, can't have that. So I put some food out for her, and one day I had some chicken that we weren't going to eat, and I gave it to her, and I got her to come to me. She came all the way up to me. I put the chicken in the bowl for her, and she stood there and let me pet her. It was so sweet. I was so happy because I thought if I could befriend her, then maybe when I could talk to the our animal shelter here. We have a no-kill animal shelter, so they're always willing to work with people who are trying to do the right thing, and so I thought if I could befriend her, that maybe after she had the kittens, maybe I could maybe keep her as a pet and, let her kittens be adopted. But that didn't really happen. It didn't happen that way. So sadly, she came and ate, but after that time where I kind of coaxed her and made friends with her, then I didn't see her again. She just I don't know, I didn't see her. I haven't seen her now in a few days, but before that, let me tell you, before that happened, there was another cat in our yard, and I think he's a male. I'm not sure, but I think he might be. But he was hanging around with her, and it was so interesting because he was not like you would think a stray cat would be, just so hungry, And so, like I said, I don't know if these cats belong to somebody or not. I have no idea. But this little other cat, he was like a smoky gray, whereas the pregnant female, she's like a striped gray tabby. And he is more like a really smoky gray. He still has stripes, but he's absolutely beautiful. We've been calling him Dusky because we don't know, but that's what we've been calling him. And he is the same way. He's very skittish, but it was interesting because from inside the house, I was watching them, and she was eating the food that I put out for her and stuff, and he would just sit there while she ate. He didn't try to eat her food. He didn't try to impose. He just sat there, and then he just followed her around. So I'm wondering if he is a kitten. Maybe he's one of her previous kittens or something that's kind of grown up now and doesn't quite want to leave the house or, want to leave her. So I don't know. It's kind of odd, but now, like I said, I have not seen her in at least a month. So I thought maybe she had her kittens. Maybe she's somewhere safe where food is more readily available to her or something. I don't know. But I haven't seen her. I hope I see her again. I checked the shelter to see if maybe somebody else took her to the shelter, but I didn't see her, on the website. So I don't know. But he keeps coming around. I do see him ever so often, like every couple of days. I will see him. And so I've been kind of trying to befriend him too. But he's just, I don't know, he's very wild. He's very scared, and I don't know. And I put food out for him, but he won't eat it. Like, it just sits there. Nobody eats it. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. I don't know how to help you if you don't want to eat the food I put out. And you don't trust humans, or, he's a little bit too wild. So I don't know. But it's kind of sad. It makes me sad to see stray cats. That he's not terribly skinny, but he's lean. He doesn't look like I don't know. He looks healthy, but he doesn't look like he's definitely not, he doesn't belong to somebody where somebody brings him inside or anything. And so, I don't know. I feel like if he was starving, he would eat no matter what. So I'm guessing he's okay. He's probably can take care of himself, I'm sure. And I'm just being over dramatic, but I don't know. Ever since our cats passed away, I am very much, I'm very much missing having, a cat or my own cat or a dog or anything. I am really wanting to get another pet, but these cats are just a little bit too wild. The other cats that we kind of ended up adopting out of our own backyard, they were much more friendly toward humans than these cats are. So I don't know. I told myself that, if this is the way it is, then maybe it's just not meant to be. They're not meant to be. So I don't know. And when I say that, I mean meant to be our pets. I don't mean I don't know. that didn't sound right when I said it. So anyway, I'm really enjoying this kit. I will let you know if I see kittens show up or anything else happens. I will let you know. My husband was like, if that cat has an orange tabby, I want it. I want that kitten. If it has an orange tabby kitten, I will take it. He wants a Maine Coon. He wants an orange tabby Maine Coon. That's really what he wants, but they're so expensive. And so I don't know that we'll be doing that, but anytime soon. But it was funny. The neighbors across the street from us have an orange tabby, and so I think he was hoping that maybe this cat would have, a kitten, but I think he's neutered. I doubt seriously that, and there's really not any other orange tabbies around here. So there are a couple of male cats that do come around, but one is black and white, and one is white with a little bit of tint of orange on him, but he's not an orange tabby. He's more like a creamy white color. It could just be because he's dirty. I don't know, because that cat is, he looks quite, I don't know. I'll put this over here. So maybe, I keep bringing my hand across, but I kind of have to put these on here. So I hope you can see what I'm doing and my hand's not too much in the way. These kits do have interesting symbols. They have different symbols than what you're used to in a diamond painting kit. So this symbol I'm doing right here is a flame, like a fire. Oh, I think my wax is running out. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yep, it's like a flame. And then there was an airplane. I just did that one. I thought that was funny. And then there's a crescent moon. And then there's some letters and stuff, but it's funny because these do have kind of some interesting symbols that I haven't seen before. I would definitely recommend this company if you're looking for mini gems. I really like them a lot. They're very sparkly. It's been very fun to do this kit, and so I think I would definitely purchase again from them. When I went on there, when I was publishing the other unboxing video, I noticed when I was trying to do a link, put a link down so you could find these if you wanted them. I could not find the fruit cottages anymore. And I couldn't even find something that said like, oh, we're out of stock. They just weren't there. And so I don't know if they're still available or not. I'm guessing they're not. They did have a different fruit kit that's just fruit. And then, but they also have another one that I like that I didn't see before, and that is a cactus. They have one that's like different cacti, and they were super cute. I would not mind having those as well. I would definitely go back and buy from this company. I'm really liking it. Highly recommend. I would say I would give it except for the static. The static was not fun. So I would give it I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Depends on how much you're bothered by static. If you're bothered quite a lot, like me, with static, then you might not like it. But it's kind of that way, you know, you never know. You never know what you're going to get when you get a diamond painting kit. If it's going to have a lot of static or no static, you know, you just don't know. And I think sometimes, I don't know how some companies get away with it where they don't have a lot of static. But it was a problem. All right, I think I don't really know what else I'm gonna talk about. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Let me know what's going on in your world. I would love to hear about it. If you don't want to share publicly in the comments of, you know, how you're doing, what you're working on, if you don't want to share anything, and you can email me. I do have an email in my description that you can totally do that if you want to. If you ever want to talk to me like personally, that's fine. And another thing that's kind of exciting is that I'm getting close to that 1,000 marker subscription, you know, 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting very close to that. Oh, this wax is, oh, look, it's dangling on there. Okay, I'm not complaining about the wax either. I quite like the wax on here, but anyway, like I said, I'm getting close to that 1,000 subscriber. I don't know about my views. I haven't looked at that lately, but I don't know. If I could get monetized on YouTube, I could buy more stuff and I could do more unboxings. So hopefully that will happen for me, but if it doesn't, it's fine. It doesn't matter how long it takes, really. I'm not really like counting on it to happen. I never have, because then I would just kind of make myself crazy, and I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that. This is a craft. All the crafts that I do or have done on this channel are things that I really enjoy doing, and I don't want them to become not enjoyable. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get burned out either. Okay. We are getting close to finishing this staircase here. I was hoping to finish the whole thing with you, but I don't want this video to be, you know, hours long. So I think I'm going to finish up this next color, which is this little crescent moon here. And I think I'm going to end the video there, and then I'll just put in either some footage or, yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably just put in like a little bit of footage at the end so that you can kind of see what it looks like finished. That way this video doesn't get too terribly long. I don't like for my videos to be more than 30 minutes because then it takes a long time to edit it, and then I don't know if people want to watch super long videos. I think sometimes people do. I do sometimes, but I like to keep them manageable. Because the more time I have to spend editing, then the less time I have to diamond paint or to sew or to do any of those things. I think in my progress report video, I told you about a project that I was working on for my brother. I finished, I don't know where to start. My brother, he had a duvet cover, him and his wife, that the dogs chewed on. And it was a really nice, like good quality linen duvet cover. And he wanted me to see if I could make him a table runner out of it and some napkins for their new house. And so I did that, and then he told me I could have whatever fabric was left over. But I thought it would be fun if I took the section of fabric where the dog had chewed and made it into like an embroidery project. And so I have started working on that. I will show it to you soon. I don't want to show it too soon because I doubt that they're watching this channel, but if they were, I don't want them to see it yet. But I started working on that this past weekend, and it was so much fun. I haven't done any embroidery in a while, and I really love doing it. The reason I quit doing it is because it was giving me fits with my arm. I was getting like what's that called? It's not tennis elbow, it's the other one. I have problems with that when I do embroidery work, so I had to give it a rest, and I had to take a break. So I can only do those projects like a little bit at a time and not do it like all the time. So anyway, I'm going to end my talking portion of the video here, and I'll bring you in, give you a bit of a close-up. And then once I finish this kit, I will, I'll put a little thing here at the end so you can see what it looks like when it's complete. So it'll be a while for me. It'll be just a few seconds for you. But I am going to end my portion of the video here. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you watched all the way through to the end. I just appreciate it so much. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.